Welcome to the Kitchen Drawer Training Guide. Module 1, starting a new project. Okay, first of all, starting from the desktop, you want to go over to the Kitchen Drawer icon, double click to open Kitchen Drawer. If your computer asks you about wanting to make any changes to the computer, click Yes. When prompted, it's going to ask you for your user ID, identifier and password. Leave the identifier as admin and your password is CAD, C-A-D. Lowercase or uppercase, it doesn't matter. Click OK. Okay, so now we're in Kitchen Drawer and we want to start a new project. First thing you want to do is go over to File, and it brings up a list of options for you. Don't click on New Scene. What we want you to do is click on Open, because we've got a template for you to use. When you click Open, it brings up a window of all the jobs that you may have saved on your computer. The one that we want you to open every single time you start a new job is the Designer Master File. Click on it to highlight and press Open. Now, saved in this file are various templates that we need you to stick to. So being that we don't want you to overwrite this template, you need to go to File again and click Save As. Now we are going to name this project. Highlight this box, and in here you're going to enter in surname. Use this box here to enter in the first names of your clients. Enter in an address. And the state. That'll pretty much do for that information there. If you don't have all of this information at this stage and you want to come back to that screen, you need to go up to the Scene menu, Information, and here that box is again. Okay, so we're now on page 3 of your training guide, and we're going to learn about finding your way around Kitchen Drawer. So the first screen that you're going to get used to or familiar with is the plan screen. This is the default screen, and it gives you a plan view of your kitchen, or at least it will once we start to build it. To access this screen from anywhere in Kitchen Drawer, you can go to the top menu bar and click View. Top View, it's the second one there, but currently because I'm in Top View, it's not clickable, but this is where you can get to it. Alternatively, you can click on this icon up here. The second screen that you should get familiar with is the pricing screen. This is the screen that shows all the prices for all the items that are in the kitchen. Now, as the name suggests, this is where you go to deal with the pricing of the total job. To access this screen from anywhere in Kitchen Drawer, go to the top menu bar and click View Pricing. And this is what it looks like. Additionally, you can use this icon here to get to this screen. So for example, just to show you, if we wanted to go back to the plan screen, we could click on this icon, and there it is. And back to the pricing screen. Another type of screen to get familiar with are the elevations screens. To access these, let's go back to the top view or plan view by clicking this icon. Now, for purposes of this demonstration, I've drawn a wall and some windows. Obviously, we haven't come to that yet, but we will soon. If we want to look at the elevation of this wall, we click on the wall and go up to this icon over here. Now see how we've now got a side view or elevation of that wall. You can see the windows. And to get back to the plan view, once again, we can click on that icon. Another way to get to the elevations, always remember to have the wall selected. Come up to the view menu and this menu, this item here, realistic elevation, and it brings it up. Okay, now we're going to look at the catalogue menus, probably one of the most important parts of Kitchen Drawer. Over on the right hand side of your screen, it doesn't matter which view you're in, whether it be the elevations view, the plan view, or the pricing view, the catalogue menu will always be on the right hand side of your screen. Here they contain the list of available catalogues. Use the top drop down menu to select your catalogue. So in this case I'm going to choose the most recent joinery catalogue. And then the second drop down menu will let you look at certain categories within the catalogue. So for example, we've got floor cabinets, mid-height cabinets, wall cabinets, tall cabinets. They're all broken down into sub-menus. So let's take a look at floor cabinets. The individual articles can be picked from this larger box here. And then sometimes it'll have different sizes, left and right. So here you can see we've got a floor cabinet with one door that's 450 wide with a right hand hinge. This box down here gives you a 3D view of that cabinet. By turning the page, by just clicking on it, it tells you the price, gives you a plan view, and back to the 3D image again. So just to recap, the top menu is the catalogue, the second menu is the category, then you pick the type of item you're looking for, finally the size, and then you've got your price and plan view and 3D view. Now, in case you're wondering about what to do for two-tone kitchens, that comes up later in Module 5E, but at this point in time, it's a very good idea to just choose one colour or one door range for the kitchen, and best to go with the one that is the majority or all of the floor cabinets, especially if the kickboards are to match that colour. But we'll come back to that. The main thing is you've entered your generic finishes, and just to show you again, if you do need to make a change at any time, click on that button and it brings up this box again. Let's say, for example, you've drawn half the kitchen and then you've realized you've made an incorrect choice of color. You didn't want red, you actually wanted bronze. Very simple to do. You just change it here and click OK, and it will update all of the cabinets in your current kitchen to match the bronze. Okay, now we're going to look at the generic finishes, and we're on page 5 of your training guide. So the generic finishes are where you select the door style and the colour of the kitchen. Now you've got to be accurate here because these selections will affect the price at the end of your finished kitchen. Let's go back to the plan screen. Now to activate the generic finishes or to bring up the information box. From the top menu bar, click Scene, Generic Finishes. Alternatively, you can click on this icon over here. Looks like a magic wand. So this is the Generic Finishes box. First of all, from this menu, you're going to select the door range. Let's go with Alaskan. First of all, select the color from this menu here. And then basically this is the list of all the characteristics of the generic finishes. And it's going to ask you individually to make your selections for each category. So we've picked red is the front color. The round color, we're just going to say matching for now. Handles, you can either say they're supplied by factory or no handle supplied. Worktop color, the plinth color, going to say it's matching. And we'll say no light pelmet and no capping. So once we've run out of scene characteristics, it's going to stop asking you the questions. You just go OK. Okay, that just about brings us to the end of Module 1. Feel free to go on now to your training exercises, starting with Exercise 1, Module 1, and then Exercise 2, Module 1, Exercise 3, Module 1, and so on. Hopefully that should give you a lot of practice in the things that you've just learned, and then we can move on to Module 2.